Hey guys, welcome back to the Horror and Beyond show. Today we are diving deep into the terrifying streets of Raccoon City to review Resident Evil 3 Remake, a high-octane, action-packed reimagining of the 1999 classic. Is it a worthy remake, or does it fall short of survival horror expectations? Let's find out. Released in 2020 by Capcom, Resident Evil 3 Remake follows the harrowing escape of Jill Valentine from the city's biohazard nightmare. Set in parallel with Resident Evil 2, this game ramps up the intensity with faster pacing, relentless enemies, and a cinematic approach to horror. Built on the RE engine, it delivers stunning visuals, fluid gameplay, and a dark, oppressive atmosphere that reimagines the original in a bold new way. The story picks up just as Raccoon City collapses into chaos. Jill Valentine, a former STARS operative, is hunted by Umbrella's unstoppable bioweapon, Nemesis. With help from Carlos Oliveira, a UBS mercenary, Jill must survive the night, uncover Umbrella's secrets, and escape before the entire city is wiped out. The remake compresses and refines the original narrative, focusing on tight pacing and cinematic flow. While some locations and events from the original game are missing or restructured, the overall plot still packs an emotional and terrifying punch. Let's talk gameplay. Resident Evil 3 Remake leans heavily into action. The controls are tight and responsive. Jill can now dodge enemy attacks with a perfectly timed evade mechanic, adding a satisfying layer of strategy during intense encounters. The combat is brutal and fast. Ammo feels slightly more abundant than RE2 Remake, but resource management still plays a crucial role. Inventory space is limited, forcing you to make every bullet and herb count. One major highlight: the redesigned Nemesis. Unlike Master X in RE2, Nemesis is more dynamic, using tentacles, weapons, and ambush tactics. His appearances are scripted but cinematic, creating memorable boss fights and chase sequences. The RE engine once again proves its power. The streets of Raccoon City are detailed, grimy, and dripping with atmosphere. Lighting plays a massive role in creating tension. Shadows flicker, fires rage, and abandoned shops glow with eerie neon lights. Character models are exceptional. Jill looks and moves realistically, and Nemesis is a horrifying monster brought to life with grotesque precision. The sound design is equally immersive, from distant growls and footsteps to the guttural moans of zombies. The soundtrack amps up during key moments, keeping your adrenaline high, and the voice acting, top-notch, especially from Nicole Tompkins as Jill and Jeff Shine as Carlos. Let's break down the pros. This remake moves. It rarely lets up, keeping the tension high and the pacing tight. Raccoon City is stunningly recreated. The environments are hauntingly beautiful. Jill's mobility gives players more control in fights, making each encounter intense but fair. The set pieces with the Nemesis are thrilling and well crafted. You can also unlock new weapons and costumes through points earned post-game. But it's not without its faults. Here are a few cons that fans and critics have pointed out. Many players finish the game in under 6 hours. For a full-price title, that felt a bit lacking. Locations like the clock tower and choices from the original game were removed, upsetting longtime fans. Unlike RE2 Remake's more open exploration, RE3's structure feels streamlined and less puzzle-oriented. Nemesis is terrifying, yes, but most of his appearances are scripted, reducing unpredictability over time. Naturally, comparisons to Resident Evil 2 Remake are inevitable. RE2 leans more into survival horror and puzzle solving, with slower pacing and a creepy police station labyrinth. RE3, on the other hand, is more of an action horror ride. It trades puzzles and suspense for adrenaline and spectacle. Some players prefer the methodical fear of RE2. Others, like me, appreciate the relentless momentum of RE3. It's a matter of taste, survival versus survivalist action. At launch, Resident Evil 3 Remake came bundled with Resident Evil Resistance, an asymmetrical multiplayer mode. While Resistance had some creative ideas, it never gained much traction. Unfortunately, RE3 Remake received limited post-launch support. No DLC, no major updates, a missed opportunity to expand on what was already a solid foundation. Now, here's where I might be in the minority, but I absolutely love Resident Evil 3 Remake. Yes, it's shorter, yes, it's more linear, but that's exactly why I enjoy it. It strips away the fluff and focuses on what I crave: pure horror action. Jill feels like a badass, the pacing is relentless, and the tension never lets up. I personally prefer the combat heavy, less puzzle focused design. It's a thrill ride from start to finish, and every time I revisit it, I remember why it stands out to me among the entire franchise. While others might crown RE2 Remake or RE4 Remake as the best, RE3 Remake will always hold a special place for me. It's bold, brutal, and beautifully terrifying. What about you? Are you a fan of RE3 Remake or do you feel it missed the mark? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more horror gaming content right here on the Horror and Beyond show. Until next time, stay alert and watch out for Nemesis. Stars.